weekly review, week number 2, just about the Christmas and the New Year.
So one of the reasons we're doing these weekend reviews is to really kind of show that we're also doing the work that we're telling other people to do. So we're showing our work and we're showing our faces doing the work. And it's also making us way more accountable. So doing 52 of these weekend reviews is going to be fun, exciting, and there's going to be things that we can improve, things that we are definitely going to say, hey, we need to fix these things, or we have to grow in this area, or maybe we overdid these things. So let's jump right into our real estate lead generation.
Lead generation to make us the money, and the question is the number of the leads. I personally called 30.
That's calls. I would say from Facebook I got probably like 30 or 40. From paid leads we probably got maybe 10. And then from YouTube we've got at least 2 or 3. And YouTube leads are amazing. So I want to point that out as well. So if you're watching on YouTube and you found us this way, we love you guys.
Therefore, different source of the leads that my
wife.
Oh,
and don't forget the open house. You got some leads at the open house.
Exactly.
And we got some leads from from our online open house. So that's another 30 there. 30. So we were lead generating galore, even though it is Christmas week at the filming of this video.
And the next important thing
before we get into that, let's do our introduction. Let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel podcast.
And if this is your first time in agentwolf.com, we love to connect with you, part of the eXp Realty and bigger picture of the Agent
Wolves. Wolves, plural.
Exactly.
Also, before we leave lead generation, I want to point out, for lead generation, we are also continuing our daily YouTubes on our personal realtor channel. We do weekly videos, daily videos really, to talk about everything going on in the market. So we continue with that trend. I don't think we missed any filming last week. And then also for real estate, talking to realtors, we are committed to doing 5 a week now, which is crazy because I had 4 last week. Now we've committed to doing 5. So that's going to be fun and growing.
The next thing that we need to do after this lead generation is literally follow-up.
Absolutely.
Daily follow-up, new leads such as initial contact, qualification of the leads, scheduling the time with them, which is super important. The next category.
Oh, wait, client, with that, let's be accountable. Now, again, Christmas Day, we did not call anybody. Christmas Eve, we did not call anybody because honestly,
we called a couple of clients that they wanted to see.
Clients who contacted us, we contacted. We even showed a house, which is a couple ones later, to people wanting to see because they contacted us. However, we did not do a lot of our normal call everybody because it's Christmas and we want to. Honestly, it's a little break. So we're taking it as a break. But did you call people?
Yes.
How many people did you call?
During the whole week?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 2 days before Christmas, I called 30 an average. During
a day.
A day. And then Christmas Day, I just talked to 4 people. And the day after Christmas, 6 people.
Right. So again, we're filming this Christmas week, so the numbers are going to be lower. Contracts, we wrote one and we have one.
We have one.
So we lost 2. One, we got 1.
Exactly. Therefore, and also we need to update about the negotiation, and after the due diligence, the next thing is the property.
But with negotiations, even with our new construction that we have there, let's talk about that a little bit more, because I did a walkthrough and there was a list of things that were problems on there. So we have to make sure everything gets fixed in a reasonable amount of time. With new construction, you only have like the week before closing really. When it's a pre-owned home, we pretty much have the first 2 weeks that we go under contract to have that. So there's 2 separate sides of it.
Exactly.
And we've been negotiating every single time. I love negotiating. It's actually one of my favorite activities. The lawyer brain in me comes out and I say, what can we talk about to help my clients?
Next one is the property showing and listing. We had an open house just before the Christmas. And we had 2 open houses that we had.
One was rained out.
One was rained out. The second one, we had just 2 showings.
Again, 2 days before Christmas.
2 days before Christmas. And then we showed at least to 5.
And that house is under contract now.
We showed at least to 5 people during that period of the Christmas, the houses that they wanted to see. and still working on a more that we already talked to them over the phone.
And also talking about marketing strategy. If you have a listing during Christmas, we did a lot more online marketing for this one, to be entirely honest, because it was Christmas week. Yes, we did throw the open house. We were trying our best to make sure everything, all our bases are covered. But I have to say, Christmas week, we did a lot more online.
Exactly. The administrative task, definitely we had 2 contracts that one of them we just got the due diligence that we need to put everything in our Sky Slope.
Yeah, Sky Slope is something we love at EXP. We have to put it down in all of our contracts and all of our documentation, all the disclosures, everything that's signed goes into our Sky Slope, and then somebody checks it for us. So that's always nice to have somebody come back and say, hey, this is missing this or this there. Not that I miss much, but sometimes you do miss things. Like for one of my new constructions, I need a survey still, and they haven't given me the survey because they haven't finished the survey. So I mean, they're not buying the house for a few more months, and the survey will be done at the beginning of January. But you have to keep on top of getting that documentation whenever
which
you
is
can.
the part of the operational challenge. The next one is the marketing and advertising efforts that my wife actually talked about in the beginning, about lead generation, about open house, Facebook. What else?
YouTube. We love our YouTube videos. They're really kind of amazing at helping you. But also Facebook leads are great too. We do pay for leads as well because we're always looking for however way we can grow our business. Christmas week we did discuss, should we be doing more paid ads? Well, how should we be doing paid ads? We kind of decided we want to stick to specific. If we're going to do paid leads, we're going to very, very specific with the zip codes. We're going to go only focus on these. Now, if we're Facebook leading or YouTube leading, we are much more open. That's very targeted with the other platforms. Now, with us, we love helping people. People see that in our stuff, and it really comes across. So we love talking to the people.
Exactly.
So once we get their name and contact, we are on the game of getting them to try to convert.
Definitely, you need to run down the numbers with your conversion rate, that how much you're spending money and what you get. But if you are something between 5 to 10%, definitely that is a good conversion rate for these paid leads too.
That's amazing. Let's talk about weekly goals.
Weekly goals. What is our weekly goals?
So for us, since it is Christmas to New Year's now, our weekly goal is really coming up with updating our business plans, weekly goals of how many
writing our goals for 2024.
I know, crazy, huh? So we are also talking about lead generation, better client engagement, contract negotiation, stuff like that as well. But really, we are definitely setting our SMART goals of how much we want to achieve. And I hope you are too. How many houses will you want to sell in the new year? And that is buying and selling. What is the basic GCI? If you don't know what GCI is, that's basically adding up all the houses that you sell and then saying, okay, say I want to have, I don't know, $5 million worth of home sales, which is pretty low, right? So 5 million divided by our market. Let's go with 250. How many houses would that be?
5 million, 20.
20. So that means that you want to sell 20 because that's what your goal is.
And of course, if you're working in California, that the houses start from 750 and over to $1 million, that's a different things.
Right, and I'm just giving you basic how to do the math. I'm not telling you what your goals are, and that 20 is certainly not our goal. But I just wanted to say that's how you measure. Should we be honest about what our own goal?
Exactly.
What is you have a higher goal. Like he said we should be doing 60 and I said I'm happy with 45. So we are having this little bit of a debate between how many homes we want to sell next year.
Again, what we calculate is based on the average of home in our area, which is 250. That is more than the...
So he wants to do 60 next year. I was saying I'm happy with 45. We haven't fully picked our numbers, so we'll let you know next week what our personal goal is.
And then we wanted to talk about reflection and learning. Definitely we took... I took 2 courses.
And I take courses almost every day.
Every day. And then... definitely that's going to help us to improve the future performance of what we do, because we want part of what we give away is really educating ourselves and others.
Absolutely.
In the process.
So we were as honest with you as we can be in week 2. It is Christmas week. Next week our call list will also be slow. We know that. But then after that you'll see that we're going to start picking up the pace again. So anyway, we hope you love these videos. We love doing them, and it is keeping us honest. So that is
Don't forget to go to our website, agentwolf.com.
Wolves.
Wolves.